Today I'm going to teach you an effect used in the video for Aries' bad news.
Blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute, should I like that? I could never.
How's it going? It's Nick and welcome back to my channel, and I haven't really properly been uploading in about half a year, so there's a lot of reasons, and I'll probably do a new chapter episode or something, but that's not the focus of today's video. Today's video is teaching you how to do this effect. I saw this effect and I just wanted to make a tutorial on it because Aries is a really good musician. He edits his music videos as well and directs them. Basically with this effect, he's sort of sitting on the roof of this like sort of cartoonish house in the desert, and he warps the sky. Whilst I am doing this in Premiere, I do use Photoshop for a bit, so if you don't have Photoshop, I'll give you an alternative way to do it. It's a lot easier if you have Photoshop, so without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, so I'm in Premiere, and to do this effect, I have a background layer and I have the layer of this house and Aries. The clip for that layer is here. I went back in the music video, and there is a short few, like half a second or something, where he shows a very similar frame to when he was doing the effect. So I got that frame and I stretched it out. I know it doesn't look very good, it's very choppy and horrible. It's just I wanted to be able to explain the effect with something that looks similar, so I have this. Now first off, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to isolate the house, and we're going to want to isolate Aries. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come over to opacity, and we're going to click on the little pen icon whilst having this selected, and then we're going to come over here and draw a rough mask around Aries just by clicking to create new points. Just going to drag that one down to the house, and then the mask also going around the house. I find masking in Premiere really annoying, but it's something that you just have to deal with, because for some reason when you try to place a point anywhere near another point, it doesn't like it. But got to do the masking. I'm just going to make it a bit rough because I'm doing a tutorial, but you get the gist of what I'm doing when you're doing it in your own project or something. If you wanted to use this effect or be inspired by this effect, then I would suggest doing something else. So now we have this isolated, but we still have the blue behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my effects and search color key. It really annoys me because they spell it wrong in the US, but going to drag this onto the clip. Then I'm going to come down to color key, and I'm going to click the little eyedropper tool next to the color, and then go to the background and click. You're going to drag the color tolerance until, okay, so here a color tolerance of 75 works best for me. As you can see, he's basically the background is black. It looks alright, and now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over to the mask you created for opacity, Control C to copy it, and then click on color key and Control V to paste the mask onto your color key. Now to make sure you're not keying out any of the house, if there's any blue bits on the house, then you're going to want to come to the mask, and you're going to want to drag the mask you did for the house just away from the house, maybe to the roof. This may sometimes be difficult because some of the points may be off the screen, as you can see here, so you might want to zoom out a bit. I'm going to zoom out to 50%, and then I'm going to keep dragging these points up here. Maybe select all of these. So then the chroma key is only affecting that bit there. Now what you could do is you could get the original clip and put it underneath, and you see it has a background again now, and you can get rid of it. But the problem with this is the house and Aries is still on the background underneath. So as you can see, if we uncheck uniform scale and start to scale the height, you can see there is Aries in the background as well, and that's not something that we want. If you want that effect, then sure, you could probably just end it here, but that isn't what is used in the video. I think they will just use a separate photo in the video, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly take a screenshot by clicking the export frame. Then I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to click edit in Photoshop. This may not work for you, you may have to mess around with it a bit, but I'm just going to quickly select around this just quickly, and then I'm going to go effect, and then content aware fill. It'll bring up this window, and then I just click OK because I don't really want to change anything, and then it should do some work. As you can see, that's not really perfect, but I think it's good enough because it's like a short clip and no one's really going to see it. So delete this as the bottom layer, and then go and bring the new background in and stretch it to fill the frame. And now, as you can see, if you go to scale and then uncheck uniform scale, then you can scale the height and make it bounce around. To animate this, just begin at the beginning. Click on this little watch icon next to scale height, and then move your playhead along a bit, and then scale the height up, and move it along some more, and scale the height down, then move it up, and then scale it up a bit. Move it over there, scale it down, move it there, scale it to about normal. There you can see we have a bunch of keyframes. If you select all of them by holding shift and clicking on them, or pressing Command A, then right click and click Auto Bezier. And as you can see, it makes it all curvy with the velocity. It's not exactly the same here, but as you can see, the background is bouncing up and down. So guys, thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you liked that effect. Go check out Aries. I will leave him in the description below, along with the music video. His new album came out, and I've been listening to it non-stop, which is why I sort of wanted to do this effect. But yeah, if you liked it, please leave a like down below. If you have any ideas for tutorials, I'd really appreciate them down in the comments below. Hit subscribe, turn bell notifications on, because I will be posting more regularly. I know I've said that like a million times, but I will be now. Anyway, yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video.